trouble.
Very, very bad.
One car gets up on top, flipping over and over.
What happens behind it?
Edwards goes. No! He turns it. No!
Trouble. Oh my goodness, what a huge crash.
Keselowski's got like on the hard side. Look out, they're going to go around.
Behind.
Oh, big crash. Oh, and up into the wall. Look out. The caution is out. The race will finish.
Yeah, and he had to check up for just a second because he was on the right rear quarter of Kevin Harvick.
And then once he goes around, the chaos.
Wow.
Look at Setzer.
Wow. Good to see him get out of that car, but that catch fence does its job.
Well, and remember, they raised the catch fence after last year's race here. Also stretched it out over the racetrack. You're right. It did its job.
Trouble. Oh my goodness, what a huge crash. Scott Dixon is in it.
Doesn't really use the safety fencing. He lands on top of it.
Obviously, part of the car got into it to rip it open, right?
Yes, but he landed. Yeah. Oh my! I have never witnessed an accident like that.
You know, we talked about the number 3 of Elio Castroneves going underneath Scott Dixon's car. Remember, it was Elio a few years ago.
Following Billy Leslie. There's Patrick Shelter. The 11 of Brian Silas makes contact. Wow.
Up into the wall. Patrick Shelter hits him, slides him up into the wall, and then the rolls begin.
It looked like the 25 of Ryan Fisher just launched over the 60 of Patrick Shelter. You see that car slid for a little bit right on the roof, right over top of the driver, but these cars are so well built. Here's another view. You see the 60 get sideways.
60 sideways and then into the 25. And like you mentioned, Phil, launched.
Yeah, from that first view, it looked like Brian Silas turned down, but once Patrick Shelter caught his car from being sideways, he actually drifted up the racetrack and made contact with Brian Silas.
Right along with Brian Silas here and see the view he had of this one.
Make something happen up top here. Stay on the yellow line.
Jason White, and around they go. That will bring the caution out as Joey Coulter goes flying into the catch fence just past the start-finish line, and that will mean John King will win at Daytona.
A little bit of contact with the 31 of James Busher. Gets up into the catch fence, and man, does that catch fence do its job.
And of course, Ty Dillon slipped right through again. See Ty there in the truck with the bright neon orange, just slips right.
What's going on there? Whoa! Oh, look out! We got trouble. This is going to hurt. Oh my! Oh my!
Yep.
Keep your fingers crossed.
And it was so good for so long, it turned into so bad so quickly.
We'll be back to see what happened. And as I said, keep your fingers crossed, folks. We're at Daytona.
Control. Spins there, and he gets up into the... Look at Sam Pedri. Whoa, I've never seen that red car get up like that into the fence. He's upside down still right there. Now he hits Salazar. He's still upside down, and it flips him back over.
Here comes Guerrero. He loses it.
He just loses it. Whoa!
Whoa.
Regan Smith 7, Keselowski 22, Stewart 33, and contact! Smith turned around. Tommy Stewart is going to win this race. And a terrible crash coming to the finish.
This is a big, big wreck.
Kyle Larson's car with the front end severely torn off.
trouble down here and directly below us in the tri-oval.
It's Phil Barkdahl in car number 73.
Barkdahl crashing into the wall. It did not go over. Quite a lot of flame. We don't see any signs of Phil Barkdahl getting out. He must be still in there trying to get out hard. The flame's dying down. The spread. The gas.
It was an extraordinary escape. This was at 140 miles per hour. And from the moment of impact with the Farnbacher-Lols Porsche to coming to a stop was 6.2 seconds. It must have...
I told you the gusting was really bad. You just can't help it. The wind just all of a sudden came up, and I'm sure that's what got Scott Pruitt.
4 out of the corner. See, it looked like Dale Jr. got underneath Eric McClure in that 24 car. Whoa, wow. Big crash. Jr. just looking for some room around these guys. Man, look at the debris flying off these cars.
Wow. There's the marbles on the outside there. Sato gets loose.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. That is a horrifying ride for Dario Franchitti.
Oh, man. That is an oval crash we've seen before, and we hate to see that kind of impact.
Sato,
so Sato gets loose, and Dario's got nowhere to go. That is a thundering.
We heard it start into the Doppler effect, and then we heard the screech of the tires and the slam with the wall. Yeah, that's not the kind of picture we were hoping to paint for the folks. Ball, quite frankly, on a speedway where these cars get backwards, and you see the back car flying into the catch fence, bumping the back of the car, not the front. The same as there, kind of colds away from that catch fence, and you see as soon as he hits, the back of the car flies, and he gets up there. Boy, what a big head they got. Cars okay.
And on the video board, there's a look at it, and there's Perez getting airborne and into the catch fence with the nose of the car.
The car just disintegrated once it got into the catch fence and then came back down onto the racetrack. As you're looking at the video there, came right on top of the car of Sean Guthrie. And they were running side by side to the setup at turn number 2. He got up over the left wheel, and it launched him right into the catch fence.
Coming off the second turn, Tom Sneva got into the outside wall. The car has come to stop just in front of us. There is some flame. The engine's torn completely off of the car.
Sophomore Tom Sneva is working on the top 5 finish when he tries to maneuver around traffic.
We had a sweet over in the second turn, and all the material off the cars almost got up into the sweets. So the engine unhooked from the
trailer. Oh, we have a problem.
Bobby Allison with a horrible crash here on the front stretch. It has torn out a complete section of protective railing separating it. Alan Kowicki becomes involved.
Debris and is collecting other cars. There was a lot of debris in the front stretch. Kowicki was involved. Richard Petty, I think, is another one of the cars. Lots of debris on the front stretch.
Baby, got the beat that won't stop.